Ladies and gentlemen, we've just witnessed a spectacle that would be comedy gold if it weren't so terrifying. Joe Biden, the leader of the free world, stumbled into the press briefing room for the very first time in his presidency. And what happened next was nothing short of a disaster. Reporters shouting, Biden fumbling, his handlers scrambling to save face. But here's the kicker. What he said about Kamala Harris might just be the nail in the coffin for this administration. So buckle up, folks. This is going to be a wild ride. Now, check this out. Are you listening? While Biden fumbles through press conferences, our country's national debt has surpassed $35 trillion. The U.S. is borrowing just to pay back the interest, digging itself into a deeper hole. Meanwhile, gold has surpassed $2,400 an ounce. Smart money is shifting from paper promissory notes to what the Constitution deems real money, gold and silver. So if you have funds sitting in a low-interest bank account or 401k, retirement account, you need to call my friends at Global Gold Investments, America's leading conservative precious metals dealer, and receive absolutely free their new 2024 Protect Your Wealth and Retirement Guide. That number on the screen, 888-700-4148. Mention Next News and receive their 5-star customer treatment along with a complimentary portfolio analysis. Operators are standing by. Call that number, 888-700-4148, or visit IRAGoldproof.com. Remember, if you don't have gold, then you don't have wealth. Okay, so the entire media world, if not the entire United States, probably the whole planet, was stunned today. President Biden making an appearance in the White House briefing room October 4th, 2024. A day that will go down in shame for this administration. For the first time in 4 years, Biden shows up at the White House press briefing. Was he asked about Israel? Was he asked about the flood victims, Iran? No, not a damn thing of importance, just more softball BS from the left-wing media. And they wouldn't allow Steve Doocy to ask anything. President Biden makes a surprise appearance to address a strong jobs report. Made his first appearance at the White House press briefing since taking office, highlighting the strength of the U.S. economy following a positive jobs report. During Biden's first appearance at the, I can't even believe it. This is his first time ever stepping foot in that room. During President Biden's first appearance at the White House press briefing as president, he says the election would be free and fair, but he's not sure it would be peaceful.
Cover the election.
Do you have confidence that it will be a free and fair election and that it will be peaceful?
Two separate questions.
Very much.
I'm confident it'll be free and fair. I don't know whether it'll be peaceful. The things that Trump has said and the things that he said last time out when he didn't like the outcome of the election were very dangerous. If you notice, I noticed that the vice presidential Republican candidate did not say he'd accept the outcome of the election. They haven't even accepted the outcome of the last election. So I'm concerned about what they're going to do.
Are you making any preparations, getting security briefings related to domestic security?
I always get those briefings.
Are you going to get security briefings about the election? Unreal. President Biden announced at his press briefing that his policies are Kamala Harris's policies. We've been warning you, and Biden has verified it. Vote for Trump for success and a winning record. While taking questions from the White House press briefing room, President Biden laughs at Senator Marco Rubio's accusations about the jobs report.
Make of Florida Senator Marco Rubio described today's jobs report as having fake numbers. What do you make of that, and how worried are you that many Americans are hearing that the jobs numbers aren't real?
Look.
Well, look, Joe. That last report you guys put out, yeah, those were fake numbers as well. So it stands to reason that people would question anything you guys put out. Because, as President Trump has said, these are called bounce back jobs. These are not jobs that you actually created. These are jobs that already existed. And people are finally going back to work after the pandemic.
I'm going to be very careful here. If you notice, anything the MAGA Republicans don't like, they call fake. Anything. The job number.
Anything the Republicans don't like, they call fake. Any truth you disagree with, Joe, you call that disinformation.
Are what the job numbers are. They're real. They're sincere. They're what we are. And by the way, just look at how the EU talks about us, how they like to have an economy like ours. Just talk about the rest of the world looks at us and what we're doing. So I don't want to get going.
Yeah, I don't want to keep going because I'm just a sack of potatoes up in my head there. President Biden throws Kamala under the bus in a surprise press conference, overshadowing her rally. Yeah, it was timed exactly as Kamala was hitting the stage. He goes out there. He made a joke, apparently. He's back in about re-entering the presidential race at the briefing. Jack Posobiec points out that Biden's literally trying to steal or destroy Kamala's campaign after she worked with Obama and Pelosi to push him out of the race. He even timed the press conference for exactly when her speech began today. Biden says he is in constant contact with Kamala Harris.
There have obviously been a number of crises that the country has been facing over the past several days with the hurricane, with the port strike, with the situation in the Middle East. Can you talk about how your vice president, who is running for the presidency, has worked on these crises and what role she has played over the past several days?
Well, I'm in constant contact with her. She's aware we're singing from the same song sheet. She helped pass all the laws that are being employed now. She was a major player in everything we've done, including passage of legislation which we were told we could never pass. And so she's been, and her staff is interlocked with mine in terms of all the things we're doing.
There have obviously been a number.
Okay, so now Kamala officially owns the entire Biden administration. All the failures. President Joe Biden made a surprise visit, and it quickly exploded. Now, nobody knew he was going to show up. CNN was even pissed. But this is the moment of chaos when Joe Biden showed up. I mean, just madness. This is when he walked in. Listen to this. Watch.
Hey, folks. My name's Joe Biden.
Welcome, Mr. President.
We've been waiting for you.
Welcome to the swimming pool.
This is great.
So, did you hear those gasps? The reporters were in shock. You heard the one say, "We've been waiting for you." It's because the guy has never even given a press briefing in his own White House press briefing room. He referred to it as a swimming pool, and I want to make sure you guys understand the reference is because that location where the press room is used to be the White House swimming pool. Reporters actually gasping when they see him show up. Now here's CNN. CNN, people were all over X today on this. CNN accused Biden of overshadowing Kamala and stealing her thunder by addressing the port worker strike before she did in a super rare White House press briefing. Looks like tensions are rising in the West Wing.
And I do have a note, and I'm curious what you think about this. We were actually about to go live to Vice President Kamala Harris, who's speaking right now in Detroit, Michigan. And apparently she's talking about this port strike ending. She's trying to appeal to union workers. And yet you have the President of the United States come out clearly overshadowing her, answering significant questions. Is that a communications mistake? Is the left hand not talking to the right hand in this situation?
That's a very good point. And if they were coordinated, as you assumed they would be, this would not have happened.
I do have...
But of course, Joe Biden said that they're in constant communication. They're in lockstep together. Apparently not. Some speculating that this is because, as you saw with Jack Posobiec, that Biden's literally trying to destroy Kamala's campaign. So this really took everyone off guard today. No one expected to see Joe Biden show up in the press briefing. Let's listen to this. There's some other clips here. Let's go.
The way this.
Secondly, this was President Biden's first time, correct, to the press briefing room since he's. What? Why
and you're
not?
welcome. You're welcome. I know this. I know the way this question is going to go. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
I prefer a question, but that's all right. But real quick, why not? Why didn't he come in the 3.5 years before? Why?
I mean, he came today, and you got to see him, and you were here.
He had the opportunity.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Come on, come on. He was here. He took your questions, and he is every Friday. Friday with the POTUS. Friday with the POTUS. Well, no, you guys got to bring the ice cream. You guys.
Yeah, ice cream, sure. Let's see. We've also got this clip from. After barely 10 minutes, Biden left.
All right, guys. That's it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. On long-range weapons?
Do you want to reconsider dropping out of the race?
I'm back in.
What made you want to come here today, Mr. President?
All right, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Come back. Thank you. Can we do that again? Yeah.
No. All right, guys.
Can we do that again? No, she says. So what did we just witness? A president who can't handle a simple press conference, an administration in disarray, and a vice president thrown under the bus. It's clear the wheels are coming off this presidency, but here's what I want to know from you. After seeing Biden's performance today, do you think that he's fit to lead our country through these turbulent times? I can already see the comments. Or is it time for a change in leadership? Share your thoughts in the comments below.